'69 Plymouth GTX 440. It's an automatic, beautiful triple black, just freshly restored. It's in at Radiator Works right now, and it's convertible. Absolutely beautiful black finish on it. Redline tires, Magnum 500s. Deluxe interior car. It's a GTX. I'm gonna have the owner come over right now as soon as the air compressor shuts off and talk about it. The side of this car, gorgeous, fresh restoration, really fresh, laser straight, car. It's got the blacked out rally hood stripes. Okay, Larry, the compressor's off. Let's get you over here while we can, if that's okay. I'm gonna bring Larry over. He's the owner of this gorgeous '69 GTX. Triple black, factory triple black. It's a 440 automatic. I'm assuming it's a 727 torque light in it?
727 torque light.
And this is a very rare air grabber. He's gonna open the hood and show you this gorgeous motor. And this is a piece of artwork in here. Absolutely gorgeous.
Complete numbers matching, radiator, wiper motor, distributor, carburetor, you name it. It's all the way on down the line. This one did actually come coated from the factory with performance hood stripes on it. So that is authentic. I went with the Organisol versus the flat black. A lot of people choose that because it's easier to maintain, but Organisol is correct. It's got all the moldings on the side. Those are all original. They're not repops. I use very little reproduction stuff at all on this thing. I went almost as much original as I possibly could.
Now, are the GTXs all come with deluxe interior, or is that's an option? That's part of the GTX
standard
package. Yeah.
Yeah, it's considered the
luxury.
Right. It was a rich man's muscle car.
And the black is gorgeous. Who did the paint and body on it?
I've got a guy up in Chatsworth that I use for this one. Now, they were joking with me the other day because somebody took a picture of it and they said they loved the car. They said it looks like it has a 6 mile deep paint job, and I told them I was really mad at them because I paid for the 8 mile deep paint job. No, but it is outstanding.
And when did you finish it?
4 weeks ago.
So it's fresh. Did you make it? Was that the MOPAR show?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
it has a Dana rear end in it?
No, Dana came with the Hemis. If I would have gotten the performance package, I would have gotten a Dana on it, but this came with the actual 8 3/4, and I stuck with it.
So you have a sure grip in it? Is that what's in the 8 3/4?
It is a sure grip. Now, AM radio. Like I said, I've got the build sheet that came with the car originally, the fender tag. Everything's original. I just wanted to make sure that I kept it as is, so somebody could see this is how the car was designed to come off the line.
Now, you want to talk a little bit why you brought it in today? Is that okay?
Sure. I mean, it's getting hotter than I like, so I want to work on the actual radiator, and I brought it down to Marshall, who's done all my radiators for years. He knows how to keep these cars cool, and it does a phenomenal job. So I want to see if we can do anything to improve the heating or the cooling capacity of it. So maybe going to a heavy-duty 4-core in this 22-inch, and it should be a 22-inch. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, it's a GTX, should have a 26," but no.
I got some ideas, Larry. I got some ideas. We're going to get it inside. We're going to design something to fit inside that housing and keep this original look here with that number.
No,
I know you know the numbers and everything.
Yeah, it's got to be an 053 radiator.
It's going to be fine.
No.
So as soon as you get done with all this video, we'll get you inside in the shade. We'll figure this out. We'll get something cool to drink.
Well, Larry, it's absolutely beautiful, and I know you're in the right hands here at Radiator Works. I'll make sure they, again, keeping the OEM look really important. The top tank has all the date correct numbers on it.
Yep. And if you look down, you can't see it, but the side straps have the actual date code. MOPAR was notorious for date coding everything.
Right.
Carburetors, it had to have a, if this car was built in December, so it had to have a carburetor built in November or December. The same thing with the wiper motor, the same thing with the exhaust manifolds, right on down to the pickcock tube for the draining of the radiator. Those were date coded. So the ballast resistors, the alternator, the voltage regulator, everything is correct date code on this. And we made extremely sure, because this is my #1 show car when I take it out from here. Because I want people to say, okay, this is how a car should be.
Could we start it up real quick? I know you brought it in, it's probably running a little warm, but I just want to hear it real
It's
quick.
not running that warm yet, but I like I want it to run a little cooler.
Right. Sounds incredible. Just incredible. And that's factory exhaust on there.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I went with Flowmasters. I like
Flowmasters.
I don't like the Hemi mufflers that came on it. They're just a little too quiet, so I
Cool.
want a little bit more throat on it, so I did go with that. Everything else, though, is like the original. The dash panels are all original, no repops. AM radio still works. Works perfect.
Well, Larry, I have to tell you, I'm sure it was a journey getting it to this stage, but it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And
Well, it only took me 8 years.
wow, well, you must be happy. I know that's a
Well, I wasn't working on this all the time. I worked
Right.
on customer cars, so I spent more time building, Hemi Roadrunners and other customer cars. And
oh, you got your shop at the house, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we've been over there. Sure,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, this thing is beautiful, gorgeous.
well,
We've seen your work.